This two-time world champion has established a remarkable record.
Ever heard someone talk about having a puncher's chance? Well, Edwin Valero didn't just have that chance. He was the whole damn package. Every time he stepped into the ring, one thing was certain. Someone was about to get knocked out cold. But Valero wasn't just a powerhouse. Underneath those brutal punches was a man full of complexity, a fighter with limitless potential, and a tragic fate nobody saw coming. He didn't just knock people out. He erased them. From the moment he went pro in 2002, Valero went on a rampage across 2 divisions. No judges, no decisions, just pure knockouts. Valero wasn't just undefeated, he was the embodiment of pure chaos. In 2006, he captured the WBA super featherweight title. 2 years later, he jumped up and claimed the WBC lightweight crown. 2 divisions, 2 belts, and still, 0 opponents making it to the final bell. No one in WBC history had ever done that before. No one has done it since. By his final fight, his record was 27 wins, 27 knockouts, a perfect storm of destruction. But the most aggressive part, it wasn't just the power, it was the rage behind it. Valero's aggression in the ring felt personal, like he had demons he was trying to silence with every punch. And tragically, those demons followed him outside the ropes. Valero died at just 28 years old. At the time of his death, he was still the reigning WBC lightweight world champion, still undefeated, still one of the most feared punchers the sport has ever seen. His story, part legend, part warning, is one of boxing's most chilling what-ifs. A fighter who knocked everyone out, but couldn't outrun the chaos inside himself. Let's dive into the crazy power and true story of Edwin Valero. Edwin Valero's career is one of the most exciting in boxing history, filled with sheer, tireless power that stunned the world. But it's not just his knockout ratio that made him a legend. Valero's rise to fame was a story of dominance, brutal efficiency, and an undeniable aura that captivated fans around the globe. On February 25, 2006, Edwin Valero shattered a record that had stood for over a century. With a breathtaking performance, he won his first 18 professional fights by first-round knockout, setting a new world record that toppled Arthur Susskind's 1905 feat. The record would eventually be broken by Tyrone Brunson. But let's be honest, Brunson's opposition was nowhere near the caliber of Valero's. While Brunson's opponents were largely untested, Valero's opponents were seasoned, battle-hardened fighters, and Valero's performance. It was a statement. This relentless streak of knockouts made Valero an instant cult sensation in the boxing world. Industry insiders like Doug Fisher of The Ring and Peter Palmier of Boxing Inside were quick to sing his praises. Valero's workouts, sparring sessions, and interviews were even featured on local Los Angeles cable shows, showcasing the power, the intensity, and the raw skill that he brought into the ring. In his first world title fight, Valero faced the WBA super featherweight champion Vicente Mosquera on August 5, 2006. From the opening bell, Valero showcased his knockout power, dropping Mosquera twice in the first round. But Mosquera wasn't there to be a stepping stone. He fought back, knocking Valero down in the third, making this the only time Valero would ever hit the canvas in his career. It was a pivotal moment. Valero's stamina was now in question. Could he go the distance? The answer came after 10 brutal rounds. Despite Mosquera's toughness, Valero's power and relentless pressure wore him down, and the referee stopped the fight in round 10, crowning Valero as the new champion at just 24 years old. Valero would go on to defend his title 4 times, solidifying his place in boxing's upper echelon. His last defense was a 7th round stoppage over Takahiro Shimada in Tokyo on June 12, 2008. But by September 2008, Valero vacated his WBA title and set his sights on the lightweight division. On April 4, 2009, Valero faced Antonio Petalua for the vacant WBC lightweight title. Petalua, no slouch himself, had an impressive 14 consecutive knockouts. But Valero? He was on another level. After a quiet first round, Valero dropped Petalua in the second with a vicious right hook, knocking him down twice more before the referee stopped the fight, sealing a dominant win and another world title. His next defense came in Venezuela, where Valero faced Hector Velasquez and delivered yet another TKO victory in the 7th round, showcasing his power on home turf. Despite Velasquez's experience, Valero's relentless aggression overwhelmed him. From the opening bell, Valero pushed the pace, never giving Velasquez a chance to settle into the fight. His speed, precision, and raw power left Velasquez on the defensive throughout. The Venezuelan crowd erupted with every blow, feeding Valero's confidence as he relentlessly hunted his opponent. In the 7th round, with Velázquez starting to wear down under the pressure, Valero landed a combination that sent him stumbling to the canvas. It was clear that Velázquez wasn't going to recover, and the referee stepped in to stop the fight, awarding Valero the victory by TKO. Then came his fight against Antonio DeMarco in Mexico on February 6, 2010. The match started with drama. Valero suffered a significant cut over his right eye after an accidental elbow from DeMarco. But true to form, Valero pushed forward, continuing his assault and forcing DeMarco's corner to retire him before the 10th round. This would be Valero's last fight. In March 2010, Valero vacated his WBC title to move up to the light welterweight division. His professional record at the time of his death, a flawless 27-0. In the history of boxing, not many champions can say they left the sport undefeated. But Valero did it. His career was as explosive as it was brief, cementing his place as one of the hardest-hitting fighters to ever step in the ring. If you loved the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community. Your support means the world to us. Valero was a fighter destined for greatness, but the journey to the top wasn't without its setbacks. His career rarely got off the ground after a motorcycle accident on February 5, 2001. Riding without a helmet, Valero fractured his skull, requiring urgent surgery to remove a blood clot. Despite the severity of the injury, Valero pushed forward, being cleared by doctors in January 2002, though it left major boxing organizations hesitant about his future. Still, nothing could stop his determination. By July 2002, Valero turned pro and wasted no time, knocking out his opponent in the very first round. His power in the ring was undeniable, quickly catching the attention of Golden Boy Promotions after just 12 fights. HBO was already eyeing him for a debut, but just as everything seemed to be falling into place, fate threw another curveball. In January 2004, an MRI in New York revealed irregularities in his brain, barring him from fighting in the US for the time being. Despite the setback, Valero didn't give up. He continued to dominate abroad, earning enough trust to be cleared for a fight in Texas by 2008. However, Valero's personal life began to spiral into a nightmare. In 2009, he was arrested for allegedly assaulting both his mother and sister. By March 2010, his wife was hospitalized with serious injuries. Though she claimed a fall was the cause, rumors of domestic violence surrounded the incident, leading to a court-ordered psychiatric evaluation of Valero. The tragic story came to an unthinkable end. On April 18, 2010, Valero was arrested for the brutal murder of his wife. The very next day, he was found dead in his jail cell, marking the end of his promising yet turbulent career. The fighter known for knocking everyone out ultimately couldn't escape the chaos that surrounded him, leaving behind a legacy forever tied to both his devastating power and his tragic downfall. Was Edwin Valero's potential ever fully realized, or did his demons seal his fate? His journey was one of unmatched power and devastating tragedy. From his brutal knockout streak to the unimaginable end that shook the boxing world, Valero wasn't just a fighter. He was a force that left an indelible mark on the sport. His story serves as a stark reminder of the fine line between brilliance and chaos, a legacy defined by both greatness and darkness. If captivated by Valero's rise and fall, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories like this. Drop thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next one.